Now then, our next guest caught our attention in the British film Bend It Like Beckham. Since then, she starred in numerous Hollywood blockbusters. She's won an Oscar and Golden Globe nomination, and she was nominated Rear of the Year, which wasn't put in there. I don't know why they forgot that one. To top it off, she's a national style icon, and her latest film, Atonement, has already been tipped for an Oscar. Keira Knightley joins us now. Good morning.
Hello.
That's quite a list, isn't it?
That was quite a list, that.
Yeah. Did you not know you'd been nominated for Rear of the Year?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. I think Charlotte Church won that year, though.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough, but how lovely to be nominated.
You know in so much detail.
I think it's very important that, from a journalistic point of view, I'm across all these things.
Is there an actual award?
Of course there is.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
High fought for as well.
Oh, well, I'll try harder.
If you could, I think it'd be much appreciated.
Out there.
I will, absolutely.
So it's lovely to see you. Thanks for coming in. We've been talking about Atonement for the last couple of weeks because, I mean, we're very excited about it. I haven't seen it. It's an extraordinary film in so many ways. It must have been very exciting for you to film it and then finally to get the reception that it's been getting.
It's been amazing. Yeah, it's been absolutely extraordinary. It was sort of a dream job, really. I'm working with James McAvoy, who's wonderful. I think you've already spoken to him, haven't you?
Yeah,
yes, we did. I was slightly in love with him by the end of the interview.
He's incredible.
Take much, but he is.
He is incredible. Yeah. And it's been received really well, so you can't ask for more than that. And
in terms of the storyline, it was a book originally, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a book based. It's an Ian McEwan book called Atonement. Wonderful book. You should read it. And it's about a lie, a little girl who tells a lie, and how two innocent people's lives are ruined.
The impact it has is quite extraordinary as well. We'll talk a little bit more about it, but we must look at a quick clip as well. Okay. Here we go.
I thought you went away to medical school then.
Yes, I know exactly.
Gripping scene, that one.
Early in the morning for that kind of thing.
Well, no, we stopped. If we'd gone on a few more minutes, it would have been a bit early.
I'm glad you stopped. I thought you might have, would have been really embarrassing.
One of the things that we were talking about with James, I said that there's a fantastic chemistry between the two of you, and he said he doesn't believe in that. He thinks it's about being good actors and actresses, but I disagreed. And I do think that there is something between the two of you when you're acting together.
We do really get on. He's a wonderful guy. But I think I agree with him. That's our job. It is our job to make sure that there's chemistry. You can't, and I think that people creatively get on very well. And I think it's the same with me and the director Joe Wright. I think there's a sort of creative chemistry there. But it is our job to create that as well.
I love the fact that I love the way you speak in this as well. It's absolutely British. Terrible. Yeah. And I think the story sort of only works if you think of those times, doesn't it? Because I don't think with the likes of Jeremy Kyle now, everybody tells everybody everything now.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a lot of buzz when people tell you their life story. Whereas the whole point of this story is that this would never have festered for so long.
No, it's sort of it's set in the 30s and 40s, and it's the peak of that stiff upper lip.
Yeah. And
that sort of emotional repression. And it's been really interesting, sort of playing characters that don't tell you absolutely everything. Everything's inside, and actually what they don't really say very much. So it was really fascinating, sort of finding other plays to portray that emotion as opposed to just saying it.
Do you want to go home in the evening and break out and swear a lot, just to get that kind of...
I always want to break out and swear a lot, so yes, particularly on this.
The other thing that's sort of creating this tide of publicity around the film is the Oscar buzz about it. Yeah. You've been nominated for an Oscar in the past. You old hat. This is all easy.
Oh yeah, it's easy. I mean, it's wonderful to be part of a film where Oscars are being sort of spoken about in the same sentence. If it happens, that would be wonderful. If it doesn't, I think it's a film that everybody that's involved in it is really proud of. And if it doesn't get a nomination, I don't think that takes away from how wonderful I think the film is.
No, quite, and it's
well done, good answer.
So many moments on it. Of course, it would still be lovely to get the nomination and win, though.
Of course it would, but I think there's a lot of films to come out yet
between now and then.
So hold your horses.
Something that should have got an award and it created quite a buzz was your dress at the premiere, which everybody was talking about. Look at this sensational little number there. Was that cold?
Yes. No, I mean it was quite a warm night actually. It was stuck to me in various places, so it didn't fall off. But yeah, it was good. It's a nice dress.
Do you worry, do you sort of ponder over what you're going to wear because you know everyone's going to go, "Oh, Keira messed up last night with that dress," or "What a sensational dress"?
No, I tend to just go with what I like. And I had a couple of options, and that, it's sort of Grecian. I wanted a Grecian vibe for some reason, I don't know why.
It sort of lends itself to a premiere, I suppose.
It does. I think if you're going to a premiere, you might as well dress up for it.
Absolutely. We're going to be talking more as well.
Hence the fact that you're coordinating with the sofa this morning.
I know, I'm blending into the sofa. I didn't realise you had like a pink or red sofa.
You didn't realise our sofa was this colour?
Sorry. I should have watched closer. I'm really sorry.
Keira's sticking around. We can talk some more. Not least about the fact that I read a wonderful little bit of trivia that apparently your feet are so ugly you had a foot double in Atonement.
I didn't have a foot. Somebody else said of that.
I read
it's my foot.
It's definitely your foot.
I recognise my feet.
That's good. Keira's sticking around. We're going to be talking to her more after the break.
We've got perfect feet. Good grief.
Keira Knightley is still with us, and I'm just chatting. When I first interviewed Keira many years ago, just before Dr. Zhivago came out, you'd just done Bend It Like Beckham, you just turned 17, and I said, what are you going to do with your big first paycheck? And you said, I'm going to buy a car, Ben, and I'm going to pass my driving test.
Yes.
You've done that? Have you done it yet?
I have. No, I passed my driving test about 2 months ago.
So you just passed your driving test?
So it's taken me about, what, 5 or 6 years?
Yeah, you got around to it.
Yeah, and I haven't got a car yet. So
you still haven't done it?
I still actually haven't done it. I've nearly done it. I'm halfway there.
And how was the driving test?
It was fine. I had a very nice driving instructor called Bob. And
I bet he was very nice to you.
He was very nice, and the examiner was very nice too.
So but did you have to do it, you know, so you walked into the driving test centre like everyone else, you sit down and then they come in the line?
Yeah, I did it on a Sunday, and no one ever does it on a Sunday. I think I paid a little bit extra to do it on a Sunday, so it was completely empty.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good. It was very good.
And are you getting to drive much? Have you put that to...
I haven't actually driven at all. No, I drove once up to Oxford and back again, and that's been it.
Has it been a big change? Because, I mean, your progression has been, I suppose, relatively quick in our eyes, because we're so, you know, we're so instant, aren't we, when we see people suddenly, then they're suddenly there in our faces. But for you, has it felt like a steady progression? Did you notice the world going crazy at some point?
I wouldn't necessarily say the world going crazy, but yeah, I mean, I've been incredibly lucky, and I never thought the films that I did would be as successful as they have been. You know, Pirates of the Caribbean was based on a Disney theme park ride, and when I told people about it, everybody laughed. So you never know what's going to work and what isn't.
You told me about it
and
that
you
day.
did laugh.
No, I laughed because you were getting very excited about the fact you might get to kiss Johnny Depp.
Yeah. And that took me quite a number of years as well.
To finally get that
the second film. Yeah. But
you did that before the driving test, though.
That's
so
true. That's true.
But as a trilogy of films, though, to think that sort of they just got bigger and bigger and bigger, it's just extraordinary.
It was completely extraordinary. I mean, the first one, nobody thought anything about it. It was kind of a joke. And then when people really loved it, it was amazing. And then the second one sort of breaking all of those records, whatever records it broke. It broke a lot of them. That was incredible.
When Ben went to see you in that film, not that he's in any way sort of obsessed with you, but you are old Chauvin's mates, aren't you? His pals. Chauvin's pals. He came back and said, God, Keira looks amazing in the last Pirates film. And I said, yeah, but everybody else in the cast has got warts or no teeth.
It's true.
Things falling off their limbs.
I had a bit of mudge.
Yeah, you had a bit of mudge here and there, didn't you? But you did stand out. You're virtually intact.
That wasn't bad.
But, you know, how do you feel about the fact that people talk about you being gorgeous, talk about you being a style icon? Do you think about it? Does it? No.
I mean, it's better than people going, isn't she disgusting? But no. I mean, no. You know, you do films and they're fantasies, and I do shoots for magazines, and they're fantasies. People are in charge of making you look a certain way, and that's great fun, and it's sort of the girl in me goes, oh, that's exciting. But no, I don't think you can take it very seriously.
Do you think sometimes it's a slightly sexist thing? Because, I mean, Ben and I do interviews sometimes, and Ben, I think, you know, you're a really fit lad, you work out, you look after your body. Thanks. People never ask you for
about
your diet or fitness tips. No. They always ask me, who clearly doesn't do any of those things, but, you know, people are always asking me for those things. I wonder if it's sexist in a way.
I think you're right. Yes, I think probably it is. Yeah.
Is that annoying?
I mean, I don't think that it's particularly healthy to be focusing on those things, and I don't think anybody's got the answers. I think people have to be happy in their own bodies, and as long as you are, then that's great. You know, yeah, be healthy by all means, but I don't think anyone's got the answers to anything like that. That's
the problem, isn't it? Everyone's desperate for a solution or a reason or something tangible to say, oh, that's how they've done it, or that's how they've done it, and it's never as simple as that.
No.
Ever. Look, it's lovely to see you. Unfortunately, we're out of time, but best of luck with the film.
Thank you very much.
And the parallel parking, how's that going?
Yeah, really badly.
Brilliant.
So hopefully I won't crash.
It's great to see you, Keira. It's really, really lovely. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much.